I don't like going too far down the rabbit hole of GTA 6 news and theories, especially when we really don't know much, even after trailer 2. But TTG dropped a video called Is Rockstar Teasing Liberty 6 or Liberty City in GTA 6? I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I do be online and I do be reading the theories and all these dark, lore speculations, right? Like all the shit online. I be seeing it, but I don't bite, right? But if he's gonna go, if he's biting, I'm gonna hear him out. Okay, so I'm just giving you context right now. I'm giving it. I'm whatever he says. I'm gonna be open minded to it. I'm not gonna shut it down right away. So, link to the original video down in the description below. If you like the conversations and everything we do on this channel, consider subscribing. Get your keyboards ready. This might be a tough one. Well, let's see.
I may have overcooked it a bit, guys, gonna be honest. So last night I was messing around diving into all of the GTA 6 info again, really just overanalyzing everything. And I had a bit of fun on Twitter. I made a few tweets because I was beginning to notice a lot of Easter eggs pointing towards Liberty City in GTA 6. Now this is kind of taken off. There are people all over the internet now claiming that Liberty City will be in GTA 6. I think we might need to calm down a little bit there. But today we're gonna...
I think it's just... I think it's a combination of two things. It's Strauss Eldnick saying that your expectations will be bigger, or it'll be bigger. Like, what is the word? What did he say? Let me know in the comments. You'll know exactly like the terms that he used, the way he says it. It's like it'll be more than your expectations. Like it'll be better than your expectations. So there's that on top of the idea of, there's just a lot of. Okay, God, I hate referencing speculation and like leaks and shit like that, but there is a lot of technological innovations that are possibly in this game. Again, we don't know what will actually, because you can say that there's going to be certain things in the game based on leaks, but we don't. But when the game, like, it might not actually be in there when it actually releases because it might not be able to run, which is looking at the graphics might be the case, right? But there's a lot of technological innovations going on, specifically with server meshing, where the ability to have multiple maps simultaneously mesh together for all the players, right? So it just makes it easier to do larger scale projects like this. So I do want to be fair here, but again, we're going to hear him out.
We're going to go over all of the stuff that Rockstar teased in GTA 6 Trailer 2. Things that we don't have confirmation on, but questions that Rockstar is putting out there. Because this trailer actually teased a lot more than we initially thought. And we're going to start off with this Liberty City discussion. Will Liberty City be in GTA 6? Is there a chance that it could be? Let's have a look. Because it seems crazy at first, but once I sort of go through this with you, if you give me a few minutes, you'll see that,
I don't, again, like I said, I don't think it's crazy. It's just a matter of, okay, actually, no, you know what? Let me rephrase what I'm saying because I sound crazy. It's not crazy that it could be, but it is crazy that it will be. Does that, I hope, is that a good way to phrase it? Like the likelihood is really, really low, but based on the technology that we're seeing today released in games and the Rockstar innovations that we know that they did, there's a possibility that it could happen. So I just want to I want to make sure there's a difference.
Could be a chance that we get something about Liberty City in here. So the place we need to start is in Lucia's character bio, and we're really going to break this down. So Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life's been coming at her swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her in Leonida Penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. So there's this narrative out there that Jason and Lucia had a heist that went wrong and that's why Lucia was in prison, but that's not the case. Rockstar tells us here that she's in Leonida Penitentiary because she was fighting for her family. Now, if we actually look at where she and her family is from, here it says more than anything, Lucia wants the good life her mum has dreamed of since their days in Liberty City. It's kind of strange to get a lore drop this early before a game comes out that Lucia is from Liberty City. Rockstar usually doesn't reference other cities before GTA games come out. Now, what
I also think, like, I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. Because I mean, I am a fan of it because it means that they're tying worlds together, but we already know that they're tied together. But my issue is, obviously, before the game comes out, you can't. This seems like a very big thing. If they don't allow us to play at least a level, I would be more disappointed. Does that make sense? Like you can't come up this quickly or this soon with lore like this and not allow players to want to be experiencing that, because it's just I don't it's you're teasing something too big too early.
Rockstar usually doesn't reference other cities before GTA games come out. Now, what we also know about Lucia is her father taught her how to fight in Liberty City.
Oh, the combat's gonna go crazy.
Here we get a returning mechanic from GTA 4 with the cage fighting system. But it's not just that. A deeper look into all of the artwork and screenshots that Rockstar gave us shows a lot more Liberty City references. For example, this biker here is wearing a Liberty City Cycles hat.
Yep.
And this scene from the trailer where Lucia is jumping into this truck to steal this car, we've got a license plate here that says Liberty City, which tells me one of two things. This truck carrying this supercar or sports car here is either on its way to Liberty City or on its way back from Liberty City, transporting this expensive car. Okay, so let's just run with this theory for a bit, okay? Let's run with this theory that Rockstar is going to include some aspect of Liberty City in the game. Is this something they would actually do? Well, yeah, it is, actually. In fact, Rockstar...
And that's what I was mentioning earlier. That's why I don't. What I was saying is not high expectations. That's why I was saying, but that's why I say, like, you can't just tease something like this early on, and then we not get it. Because if anything, it spoils of it makes it really bad. Like it's like a weird feeling. You know what I mean? It's like I have a drink right here, and you're thirsty, and I don't want to give it to you because for whatever reason. You know what I mean? It's just weird. But no, yeah. Let's get back to it.
Did the exact same thing with GTA 5. GTA 5 doesn't just take place in Los Santos and Blaine County, it also takes place in North Yankton, something that we had absolutely no idea of until we played the game. Now, there was only a small snippet of North Yankton, yes,
but it's
and the
still
map wasn't fully explorable, it wasn't free roam. But who's to say that Rockstar doesn't do the exact same sort of thing for Lucia with some kind of backstory mission where we get a little bit of a snippet of Liberty City? And that's not even mentioning that Rockstar did the exact same thing in San Andreas. They literally did this. You could fly to Liberty City and play a little bit of one of the missions in Liberty City as well. Shout out to GTA series videos for this video here. This is in San Andreas. The mission is called St. Marco's Bistro.
That's what I'm saying. Like me having that expectation is not unreasonable. So now, obviously, in fairness, a lot of younger people may not know that this is a thing, right? This is like a pattern that Rockstar has. But as somebody who's a bit older, if you tease something that early and you don't give me at least a level, it's kind of like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, why even tease it?
And as you can see, CJ is in Liberty City right now. Let's talk about Red Dead 2 as well. Prior to its release, we had absolutely no idea that we would be getting all of New Austin from Red Dead Redemption 1. That's right, remember, half of Red Dead 1's map was put into Red Dead 2 as a surprise. Along with, let's not forget, Guarma, an entirely new...
I stopped, you know what's funny? When I was thinking of this scenario, I was going to think of Red Dead first, but I was like, you know what? This is a GTA video. I need to stop making Red Dead references because you guys are getting tired of it. And then he goes straight to a Red Dead reference. But no, that's first what I was thinking of is Red Dead. I've always been more of a Red Dead guy. I love the Red Dead 1 or Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmares. But no, I just thought it was really funny.
New country was put into Red Dead.
So you can't blame me for making... us talking about Red Dead right now. So you can't blame me. Chill out.
Dead 2 without Rockstar ever announcing it. So just over the past 2 Rockstar games, we've got North Yankton as a surprise, we've got New Austin as a surprise, and we got Guarma as a surprise. And this is the thing with Rockstar Games. They never tell us the full story. They always leave stuff for us to find and be surprised about when the game comes out. So if there was going to be some sort of prologue mission or some flashback scene in Liberty City, Rockstar wouldn't announce that publicly. And to say that it's not a possibility, it's not realistic, is kind of silly because, like I just showed, Rockstar did it for their past 2 games. What I found interesting is earlier this year, at the very start of 2025, there were a bunch of developers that brought Liberty City into GTA 5. This took them years to develop. It was called the Liberty City Preservation mod, where you could fly across to Liberty City and explore the map. Take-Two Interactive took this map down almost immediately, within 1 week. The question we kind of have to ask ourselves is why? Yes, of course, Take-Two has taken down a bunch of mods in the past, but people have ported the maps from previous GTA games into GTA 5 before, and
But I don't want to interrupt this part, but I do want to put a disclosure, in case he doesn't put a disclosure on this, there's a high likelihood that it was taken down for nefarious reasons by rogue Rockstar employees, specifically the 5M folks, because 5M is owned by Rockstar now. And we know that some of those employees are pretty sketchy, right? We're not going to name which ones, but there's a great document that showcases all the respectfully retardation that was going on in that company. That has nothing to do with Rockstar, by the way. It's really funny that Rockstar wasn't the ones that ruined it, but the speculation is that some of these things were taken down so that these rogue employees could then sell those assets and pieces of businesses, pieces of things to server owners. Because we did see those things pop up in RP servers across various different servers. So I just want to put this out there. If he doesn't give a disclosure on this or a little bit more context on this, this could be an entirely different reason. But I am still going to hear him out. So I'm not telling you guys to just start bashing him or discrediting him. If he doesn't give context, still hear him out, because we're halfway through the video. There could be more as to why he thinks this is the case. Okay. So just be fair here.
they've never got taken down. For example, you can explore Vice City from 2002 in GTA 5 if you mod it in. People have ported parts of San Andreas into GTA 5, and those are still up. But for some reason, Take-Two Interactive took down the Liberty City mod. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say Liberty City will be in GTA 6. The most likely scenario is that it's not. But if you were to ask me today, is Leonida the only place that is going to be in GTA 6? My answer would be no. As I mentioned, in the past, we got North Yankton, we got Guarma.
I mean, he's not even talking about the leaks, right? I mean, the leaks will tell you but that's not the only place. It's just a matter of, yeah, like he says, scale. What is the scale of the other places, and I don't even think that we got every single place that we could be to. I think we only got one other place, which was, no, I don't think they ever said it was just like certain levels or something like that. I gotta go. I'm not gonna go back and look at it. The game's coming out in a year. I'll just wait.
We got all of New Austin in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a pretty high chance that we're gonna get some side location in GTA 6. Whether that's Cuba, for example, with the drug trade between Leonida, or whether it's another part of America, like Liberty City. I could absolutely see Rockstar doing something like they did with Guarma in Red Dead Redemption 2, and introduce a new location that's not necessarily free roam, but we get a little sneak peek at a different location. Maybe a few streets of Liberty City, for example. That could make sense in my mind. And the question we have to ask ourselves here, right, is why are there so many Liberty City references? There are so many different cities and states in the GTA universe, but why don't we have any Los Santos Easter eggs? Why don't we have any Las Venturas, any San Fierro Easter eggs? All of the Easter eggs seem to be Liberty City related, as well as Gloriana related, which is most likely going to be another state that is on the map. But anyway, we spoke about that in the previous.
But the thing about it is, like, they could be doing this, like, okay, now it's me overthinking it. You can let me know in the comments if I'm being stupid for overthinking this part, but they could just be that they're overly playing the Liberty City stuff to fake us out that there's actually other stuff, other places.
This mapping project video, so go check that out after this one if you haven't seen it. But as for right now, there is no reason to 100% believe that this is going to happen, and anyone saying that Liberty City will be in GTA 6 they're telling you Telling you some porky pies, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that. The next thing that was teased that I know is going to get a lot of people excited is from this shot here of Jason driving through the streets. If we zoom in very closely here, you can actually see the all-seeing eye, which is our very first tease and hint towards the Mount Chiliad mystery coming back from GTA 5. Now, if we look at Cal from the website here, let me move myself over here. We can see that Cal is wearing a shirt with aliens, and Cal is going to be a bit of a conspiracy theorist. We learned this in the website here. So we get confirmation of not only the Mount Chiliad mystery, going to be referenced in GTA 6, but also aliens will be returning. So for any conspiracy theorists out there, there's going to be a lot of that, don't worry. Now, in this shot of Mount Caligar, a lot of people didn't really realize this the first time they saw this image. We have a flood gauge on the left here.
But we know about the weather. We knew about the weather for a while.
And we can see this person kayaking through what seems to be mildly flooded waters. Some people have made the argument that this is purely cosmetic, but the whole point of a flood gauge is for floods. So I'm not too sure why Rockstar would include a flood gauge if there wasn't going to be any flooding in the game, or I don't know why they would show it in promotional pieces like this if flooding wasn't going to be some sort of a feature.
I think they're just teasing. Maybe there is flooding. I just know that they're gonna have like an improved version of the dynamic weather in Red Dead. Because it felt like the weather in Red Dead was really, really good, but it felt very patchy. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not a developer, but it felt like you only got a piece of what the system could do, never entirely. You could always feel that it could do more. As somebody who religiously played Red Dead, that's what I'm telling you. Like, it's weird to describe, but it's like, oh, they're giving me these thunderstorms, but we're not really getting that much thunder, or we're getting a lot of lightning, or it felt like it was never doing all of everything. It was only doing a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. Does that make sense? It probably could just be the optimization of it. It could just be that it was limited on consoles because I played on console first and then I played on PC. It still felt kind of the same way. It could just be that, but yeah, I just think I don't know. I'm not going to read too much into that because I know there's a better weather system that's going to come. I just don't know if it's flooding. But that would be crazy though. That means you would actually having a boat would actually matter, which actually would make sense because Vice City has boats. So I don't know.
Now, if we go back to trailer 1, we can see that heavy storms are definitely going to be a part of the game.
Yes.
This car is flipped over. You can see all of the water on the road here. You can see what looks to be like heavy rain off to the side here as well. Maybe even a little bit of flash flooding up here. And if you look at the bottom here in trailer 1 as well, Leonida man sucked up in waterspout demands the city buy him a new suit. So this is just yet another teaser from Rockstar with the flooding in that screenshot we looked at before that doesn't necessarily 100% confirm extreme weather, but definitely strongly hints at it. If you've been keeping up with the GTA 6 Twitter space, you might have seen this floating around as well. Of course, in GTA 5, Michael got his boat stolen. This is what Michael's boat looks like. In trailer 2, we see this. What looks to be the exact same model of boat as Michael's. The only real differences between these two boats is that these are orange in this shot, and in trailer 2, they're more white. But of course, GTA 5 happened 12 years ago. You would assume that whoever owns this boat has just replaced it and changed it.
Or also just the graphics are different. The GTA 5 was very vibrant and bloomy and glowy, whereas this is more realistic shadows and shit like that. So it's going to look way different
over the years. And there's a bit of a theory going around right now that somehow Jason has ended up with Michael's boat. Ned Luke did actually reply to my tweet here saying, "I'm coming, Jason, for my boat." Shout out to you, Ned. Of course, I appreciate that. But
I love that Ned, still to this day, he still leans into it. Like, I think, like, obviously everybody like moves on and starts doing other things, but I love it when actors actually embrace the culture and the community for like the rest of time. Does that make sense? Because it's like the fans never go away, and it's like it doesn't hurt you to play to show fans some love. It really doesn't. So I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm reading too into it, but it's like it's just one of those things where like it's a non-issue that it's good that people actually like actors actually put effort into to the community.
Is this actually Michael's boat? There's no way to know for sure, but what I know about Rockstar is they don't accidentally do this kind of stuff.
No,
for example,
never.
Rockstar could have given Jason any type of boat. There's probably going to be, what, like 30 different types of boats in GTA 6? We kind of have to ask ourselves, what's more likely? Did Rockstar just happen to give Jason the exact same model of boat as Michael? Or did Rockstar intentionally put this in here as an Easter egg because they knew people would notice? Of course, the more likely scenario is that Rockstar did this on purpose, as opposed to just accidentally giving Jason the one type of boat that Michael had in GTA 5. As I said, there's probably going to be upwards of 30 boats in GTA 6. That's like a 1 in 30 chance that this is an accident. I'm going to choose to believe that this is Michael's boat because it would be a perfect opportunity for Rockstar to include a little Easter egg. We know that Brian owns the property.
But isn't there a boat in the GTA 5 map? Where's it? There's a boat that's like on land like this in GTA 5. Do we know what the paint on that looks like? It's like there's a boat, kind of like a dockish area. It's on the right side of the map, on the top right side of the map, that coastline. Do we know what that? Do we? I need to jump into GTA 5 and see what the paint on that boat is, because if it's the same as that boat, then that could be Michael's boat. But at the same time, it could just be like a copy and paste asset. So I don't know. I don't know.
Property that Jason's living at here, so what are the chances Brian stole the boat from Michael, or Brian bought it off the people that stole it from him? Brian could absolutely say something like, hey, I stole this boat off some rich kid's son in Los Santos. Perfect little Easter egg, just like they did with Nico in GTA 5. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Do you have any other theories?
Nah, that's not much of a theory, dude. He didn't really. I thought he was gonna give me more. What the fuck, dude? Nah, you know what? I think so, only because of the technology that exists today with server meshing across various different games nowadays. It's crazy that I didn't think a lot of games. If you don't know what server meshing is, essentially it's like it allows games to be persistent, but by sharing the load of instancing between players. So for example, if I'm in, rather than having one big server and putting everything in one server, you have a bunch of small servers, baby servers that connect to bigger servers, that connect to bigger servers, that connect to bigger servers. So you're offloading the load of everything to more of a smaller individual level. So let's say I'm gonna put this part in here. Maybe y'all watch this part, maybe you don't. So I'm in this building, right? And that's a server. I go in, I'm basically loading into that server instantly. When I leave the server, but everything that happened in there comes with me to the next build outside, and that's a whole different server. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's more expensive up front, but if you build your game to work off that, it's actually cheaper in the long run, from what I'm seeing, because the technology finally, like the graphics cards and the processing power from a lot of companies have finally caught up. So it's actually cheaper in the long run if they build their game to operate like that, because it means that they don't have to do a bunch of workarounds and like scale their games back. It actually saves so much time in the long run because they don't have to handicap what they're doing. They could just make the game they want. Anyway, with that whole little rant at the end, I'm gonna give it, dude, I don't know, I was wrong in the past. I'm gonna give it a 60% chance that there is Liberty City in the game. Now, that could just be a couple levels. That could be the whole map. I say 60-40. That's pretty high for Rockstar, but I honestly think it's in there in some form. It has to be. There's no way. Anyway, love you guys. Check you on the next one. Bye-bye. This video is brought to you, actually, by viewers like you. Thank you so much for subscribing and being part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. Let's create new memories this 2025 on our road to 1 million subscribers. And with all that jazz out of the way, I just want to say thank you so much. I love y'all and enjoy the video.